How would you like your own personal life coach? Well, guess what? You have one now. Every Monday morning at 7:30, it's time for your Monday morning motivational moment. Kick off your week just right. Monday mornings at 7:30 on 103.9 FAS-FM. 103.9 FAS-FM, 7:51 right now, 65 outside. Nice to have you around. Lorraine, our life coach here for all of us for our motivational moment to kick off this Monday. You know what I've been thinking, Lorraine, and good morning to you. Kind of rainy. We always think, oh, it's Monday and it's rainy. But, you know, there's always the positive aspect, and you're one of them to always have on these Monday mornings.
Oh, that's so
We
nice.
appreciate it. Absolutely.
I love that.
Good. Well, I hope you had a wonderful weekend.
The weather was so spectacular.
Wasn't it?
I don't even mind that it's bad today.
That's how I was thinking as well. I mean, it was just great. And sometimes, if you're going to have the rainy weekends, like we didn't, but if you do, you can think, you know what, this is a good time to catch up on my DVR, to sit inside and snuggle with your husband, or, you know, go to a movie with girlfriends, or whatever the case is. So, you know, always the silver lining in life, definitely.
Oh, I think that rainy days give you, like, permission to do nothing. And
Absolutely.
I feel good about that.
I know. I'm 100% on board with that. Well, great. What are we chatting with today? What is our goal for this week?
Well, it's back to school time, and it's probably got a few people a little anxious, you know.
Of course, yeah.
It's a whole new frontier. So I thought this week I'd share a little reminder, and that is to unhook yourself from the future. What do you think I mean by that?
You know what? Isn't that unhook yourself? I know we always hear that we should live in the now and be part of the now and just embrace all the good around us. And it's amazing how many people don't do that and they let things get to them. But I've always thought that you also have to kind of look to your future as well. So I'm a little lost on this one, I have to be honest.
I love talking with you because you always bring up the stuff that I think is awesome.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm a very Zen spiritual person, though. Maybe that's why. That's why I think I love talking to you, because even those of us that can be very spiritual and Zen and really always try and find, we still need, like, the motivation from someone like you. So we look to you as well. So I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say, because I have a feeling I'm about to learn a lot.
Well, I hope so, but you already know tons. So here's what I'm thinking. The only way that you can make the most of anything is if you are present, like you said.
Okay.
Focused on what's happening today versus worrying about or even striving for something in the future. You see, the opportunity is all around you, but if you're always looking out over the horizon, you're not going to see it. So now unhooking from the future doesn't mean that you should abandon all your goals.
Okay.
By all means, you have to have goals, and please clarify them. Being smart about the future can help you be even more responsible for the present. So it's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
So the challenge for this week is to consider shifting the way you think about a goal or an upcoming event like the start of school. Pull your focus back from the outcome that you're trying to create and put it right smack dab in the middle of everything you're actually doing.
Okay.
Because the best future comes from a well-lived present.
Oh, the best future comes from a well-lived present.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that. And you know what's great on a side note? I just had a listener call me up, and she called me an idiot. And I said, I am so sorry you're having such a bad day or negative. Hopefully whatever changes, whatever. And I was so kind and sweet to her because I actually feel sorry for her. And she kept saying, oh, shut up. You're just an idiot. And she finally hung up on me. And I sat there and I thought, that's one of those people, one of those listeners that I think I'm sad for her because she's so caught up in other things that she's not going to be able to have some great future because she's so caught up in living in so many, like, not embracing, like, the great that's going on maybe in her life now. And I certainly hope there's something good happening in her life.
Well, there always is. And
yeah, that's what I said to her.
Yeah, there always is. And whenever you're having an interaction with someone and it feels very critical and all of that, just remember that life is all about you, and yet it's not personal.
Exactly. Oh, I 100% agree with that. Yeah. And you do hope that just whatever's going on is going to help those people too, and whatever they have. Because we all get in bad moods and we all get in angry moods. I had a girlfriend over the weekend call me up, and she was so upset because one of her close friends seemed to be blowing her off. And I said, you know what? Maybe her close friend had a fight with someone. Maybe her close friend just received like some awful news and isn't ready to share it. You can't always take it that it's something about you, because that's kind of a selfish way of looking looking at things, not in a bad way, not selfish in a bad way. You're showing concern. But I said, you never know what's happened in that person's life for all of a sudden like a demeanor or something, and even a stranger. Like even a stranger. So it's always interesting to think that like 90% of the time it's not personal. If it is personal, well, then then that person will just have to move on, and so will you, and life goes on.
Well, it's a good thing for us next Monday then, because I have an awesome game that you can play with yourself whenever something like that happens, and it's called the Game of 10 What Ifs. Okay.
Oh, good. I'm looking forward to that, definitely. Yeah. 7:30 next Monday. And Lorraine, what's your website again?
PeacemakerCoach.com.
PeacemakerCoach.com. Thanks so much. Looking forward to talking with you next week. We're not going to check that traffic for you. Mercedes-Benz of White Plains, right now, traffic update. Lorraine, thanks again. Lori, what's going on?
Our biggest delays this morning are in the Bronx, southbound Bronx River.